Get ready to soak in waves of powerful healing. This full moon is going to be a big turning point for your personal healing at all levels of being, body, mind, and spirit. So dial in and get ready to receive your angels' messages for the full moon cycle spanning from February 24th through March 9th, 2024. On February 24th, we have a full moon in the sign of Virgo opposite to the sun in the sign of Pisces. The Virgo-Pisces axis is all about health and wellness, so this full moon will be shining a bright light on your health and bringing in healing cosmic energies to support you on your personal healing path. According to the angels, this full moon has huge potential to mark a turning point on your healing path, wherein you receive a major awakening regarding your healing. It is highly likely that this awakening may be connected in some way to your relationship with your physical body, as your physical body experiences can often shine a spotlight on emotional truths and soul lessons. The reason why is because your body is a mirror that perfectly reflects your mind and spirit. Now, before I explain any further, we have to have a sidebar for a quick disclaimer here. This does not in any way mean that if you experience illness, handicaps, or injuries in your body, that this somehow means that you failed or are being punished at the mental or spiritual levels of being. Quite the contrary. All bodies, no matter their level of health or capability, are perfect temples for the divine presence at the core of your soul and consciousness. In fact, sometimes what we think is challenging or problematic in the body, an illness, injury, or handicap, is in truth a blessing that is guiding you into a very special, unique state of consciousness and a higher perspective. With that said, let's explore this connection between body, mind, and spirit further. According to the angels, what happens at one level of your being is simultaneously happening at all levels of your being. So, for example, what is happening in your mind is also happening in your body and spirit and vice versa. This means that, for example, a great change or movement of energy in your mind is always going to coincide with a change or movement of energy in your physical body and in your spirit. During this Virgo full moon, there is a high potential for you to awaken to an important truth regarding your health, balance, and well-being, and an even higher potential for that awakening to be strongly centered around your physical body in some way. Now, with the sun in watery Pisces, there is a chance for some emotional flooding to go on in connection with this health awakening. As you realize whatever it is you're meant to realize about your body's current level of health, strength, or balance, this may set off an emotional release. Your body is such an amazing temple for your consciousness that it holds and stores consciousness all over, not just in your brain. Here's an example. Let's say that someone has emotional patterns of stress and that these emotional patterns are connected to thoughts of worry. In this example, let's say that the stress ends up in your shoulders, which is actually a very common area for stress to get stored. All the thoughts and emotions connected to that stress will actually be stored as heavy energies in your shoulders. So not only might these shoulders feel physically tight or painful as a result, they might also be trigger points for these collected stressful emotions. So when you tune into your shoulders, they'll have quite a story to tell about that stress pattern. In this example, you would likely find that during this moon cycle, not only are you rising into a higher awareness about how to heal your shoulders physically, but also you're receiving an opportunity to release that old emotional stress, clear your spiritual energy body, and rise into a higher spiritual vibration. In fact, spiritual lessons are going to be prevalent during this moon cycle as the Sun and Mercury will be conjunct the fixed star Fomalhaut, which is the star of Archangel Gabriel and the spiritual teacher. With this alignment, there is huge potential for you to receive higher spiritual perspective, spiritual awakening, and divine truth on all that is unfolding in your life now, especially related to your healing path. Speaking of your healing path, I want to share a quick reminder that we're in the last days of enrollment for my Angelic Ascension coaching program. So if you're feeling guided to make a big, powerful healing shift with the angels and want to work with me personally on that, then click the link I left for you in the description below to learn more and apply. All right, with that healing theme in mind, let's dive into the angels' 3 big messages for this moon cycle. All 3 of the messages I'm about to share will likely apply to your path in some way, but if you'd like to get a sense of which message is going to be your leading theme or soul lesson, then pick a number now, 1, 2, or 3. Whichever number you're drawn to the most will represent your leading angel message. Ready? Let's dive in. The angel's first message for this healing full moon cycle is all about the connection between your healthy body and a healthy earth. Remember, the Virgo-Pisces axis, which is where this full moon is occurring in the sky, is all about health, especially including gut health, nutrition, the immune system, blood work, and the microbiome. One of the major lessons we're being guided to learn about your body's health is that it is inseparable from the health of Mother Earth. One very specific example of this is that it is believed by some scientists that one cannot have a healthy gut microbiome without healthy soil. When your food is grown in healthy soil filled with fertile, healthy microflora and fauna, then when you eat that food, your gut microbiome receives all that fertility, balance, and health and strengthens your immune system and overall balance of health. You're being guided to awaken to your body's natural connection to the earth. The air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat all comes from Mother Earth and plays an integral role not only in our physical well-being, but also in our state of consciousness. A big part of humanity's gradual ascension into higher consciousness includes awakening to our sacred relationship with Mother Earth and learning to live at a higher level of harmony with her. After all, your body is a piece of the earth, so it makes sense that when the earth is balanced and healthy, it is easy for your body to be balanced and healthy too. And of course, remember the angel's earlier message. What you do to your body, you also do to your mind and spirit. So when your body is benefiting from increased health, vitality, and wellness, so is your mind and spirit. Now, there's another aspect to this lesson we'll be receiving around this topic of the body-earth connection during this moon cycle. And that has to do with revolutionary thinking regarding humanity's relationship with Mother Earth. This will likely include profound realizations, shifts, or revolutions around farming, food production, and environmentalism. You may see these topics growing louder on the world stage, or find yourself feeling passionately inspired to change your personal relationship with your food and natural environment by making sustainable, healthy choices. For those who have a life purpose centered around food, environmentalism, farming, gardening, or even the channeling of spiritual wisdom of Mother Earth, you'll likely be receiving big downloads of spiritual information regarding your next steps. Overall, the angels are showing a growing awakening for many souls who will be guided to return to more traditional roots in humanity's relationship with the earth, but with a new and higher consciousness of gratitude and appreciation for Mother Earth's miracle-working fertility and healing power. This is contributing to a gradual mass up-leveling in humanity's connection to nature's web of life. The best thing to know about this upgrade is that through it, we'll not only benefit from the physical healing and peace that comes from a healthy balance with Mother Earth, but also rising into a higher level of support for our burgeoning psychic sensitivity and unity consciousness of love. The angel's second message for this full moon cycle is all about relationship rebalancing. During this full moon, we have a conjunction between Venus and Mars in the sign of Aquarius, symbolizing higher perspective for our relationships. This has a high potential to influence your closest, most intimate relationships, including lessons from both current relationships and past relationships. You're being guided to see the major lessons of your relationships from a higher perspective, which has big potential to bring healing shifts to your heart. One of the biggest relationship lessons that will be highlighted is the lesson of power. Any issues around power, control, and freedom are moving into the spotlight. This means that if current or past relationships included power struggles, control issues, or restrictions on your freedom, then you'll be guided to face these issues, find a higher perspective, and heal them. Your angels are communicating loud and clear that you are being guided into relationship patterns wherein you'll experience authentic safety and support to be the most empowered version of you. As these issues, lessons, and healing relationship insights come to the surface in your heart and mind, you may be guided to take action by communicating with the people who are currently the closest to you. Now, as you engage in any deep conversations with your loved ones, be sure to communicate thoughtfully, intentionally, and compassionately. There is some potential for miscommunication in the midst of this energy because there is so much that is emotionally changing and recalibrating. So take time to reflect before you speak and communicate with compassion for both yourself and all others involved. Overall, you and your loved ones are being guided through these relationship lessons in order to rise to a higher level of emotional maturity, depth, and well-being. One of your biggest goals here is going to be to set boundaries that truly honor and protect love for all involved. Anytime we're learning to increase the flow of love in our lives, we're receiving profound spiritual lessons. So know that these relationship upgrades are a big part of spiritual ascension and your healing path. Again, remember that if you're feeling called to supercharge your ascension path and to learn to do transformational healing work with the angels, then check out the link I left for you in the description below to learn more about my Angelic Ascension program and apply before enrollment closes this week. The angels' third and final message for this full moon cycle is all about healing victim consciousness. This healing theme is so strong during this moon cycle. During the full moon, Chiron, representing the wounded healer, will be on the North Node, representing our collective destiny. This means that huge, powerful healing themes will be triggered for our collective. One of the strongest healing lessons during this time is going to be centered around healing victim consciousness. Quick disclaimer, this is bringing forth some strong sensitivity. You may find yourself feeling easily triggered, or as if very deep issues are easily ready to surface. According to the angels, this is a good thing. Increased sensitivity means that your awareness and intelligence is heightened, and that you're picking up on more information than usual. Don't worry, we all get used to this higher sensitivity over time, and it doesn't always have to mean feeling uncomfortable or constantly overwhelmed. For now, this heightened sensitivity is guiding you to become highly aware of victim consciousness so that you can face deeper internal issues related to victimhood and heal this. This might mean that you're facing some of the most profound lessons of your life and therefore enacting the most profound personal transformation of your life too. According to the angels, healing victim consciousness is all about healing power struggles and taking your power back from power imbalances. This is happening at both a personal level and a collective level. So not only will you be guided to step into your personal power as an individual, but so too will the power be restored to the people of the world. Remember, big collective healing is a very gradual process that occurs over longer periods of time. However, that collective healing is fueled by the personal healing of individuals. The more you heal yourself, step into your power, and hold the energy of love, the more you spread that energy of love across the planet. So notice where you're being guided to break free of victim consciousness, claim your self-sovereignty, stand up for your values, and be the powerful leader of your reality. In divine truth, you are one with the source of all true power, the divine creator mind. That divine power within you is unlimited and could never be bound by any illusion of victimhood. Your angels are here to help you to realize this, so be sure to call them in for messages, guidance, and healing support every step of the way. Thank you so much for tuning in, receiving these angel messages, and for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. It is my honor to be connected with you, and I would love to work with you on your healing and ascension path. So if you're feeling lit up, do click the link in the description below to apply for my Angelic Ascension program. Thank you again for your beautiful presence here, and know until next time that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye!